The Chinese embassy in Sri Lanka has responded to the comments made by US Ambassador to Sri Lanka Julie Chung in a recent interview with the BBC. The Chinese embassy in a statement said that their US colleagues should commit to self-examination rather than play the blame game.
Beijing has said they are a friend of Sri Lanka, and I'm sure the Sri Lankan people would love to see that turn into action and make sure that there is not a delay and that Beijing really responds quickly without delay in terms of providing those financial assurances. Sri Lanka does not have time to delay. They need these assurances immediately. And we've seen again delays in Zambia and Chad and other countries where for one reason or another it's been held up. And China has been the spoiler. So again, for the sake of the Sri Lankan people, we certainly hope the PRC is not a spoiler as they proceed to attain this IMF agreement.
This was China's response. Extract from statement. Quote, "Who is the single largest shareholder of the IMF with a veto power over major policy decisions? Who is keeping printing US dollars with more than $3 trillion in 2020 alone? Who are those private creditors owning 40% of Sri Lanka's total external debt stock with the highest interest rates? Who sued Sri Lanka in its federal court immediately after the island's default? The public may also like to know how the US have walked the talk to help the Sri Lankan people when they have already received 10,000 metric tons of rice, 9,000 litres of diesel, 5 billion Sri Lankan rupees of medicine, and 3 million fabric meters of school uniform material gifted by China. They may also question what are the political preconditions of the US aid, while being assured by China's no-strings-attached commitment in practice. Isn't it hypocrisy at its finest of our US colleague to play the blame game instead of a self-examination? After all, why didn't the US take decisive actions in the IMF for a more comfortable solution for Sri Lanka, or extend grant to the island with the rocket amount of US dollars they print every year, instead of sowing discord between China and Sri Lanka? Both Chinese and Sri Lankan people are wise enough to judge, without any foreign lecturing, who is the spoiler of our development." End quote.